it's Kenzy Knoxx and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will be making easy peasy waterfalls, and I'll be mainly going along with how to paint the easiest waterfalls landscape tutorial acrylic by Joni Young, and she's a phenomenal artist slash YouTube tutorialist slash whatever it's called. But I would like to teach you how to create waterfalls in less than 20 minutes, hopefully 15 if we're lucky. So we're going to start with some basic colors. I'm going to start with white, black, and olive green. And if you don't have olive green, you can simply make it by mixing black and yellow. And so once those three colors are on your palette, or you've made those three colors, we're going to start with taking the black and olive green and making painting our background with it. So grab a large filbert brush. Let's see, I have a large filbert brush. You're going to tap it in some water. Make sure that water, you tap off the drip from dipping the brush in the water. You're going to take your olive green and black and mix it together so they're both on the brush, and we're just going to start painting our background. I'm using the olive green to lighten the black, because if the background were all black, we couldn't create our hills or mountains that we would like to create for the waterfalls. So if your painting is not flowing smoothly, you can simply dip your brush in water and tap into your paint color, and it should glide a lot easier on your canvas. And we're just going everywhere in any direction. It doesn't really matter. We're just trying to get that paint on that canvas. Again, this is both black and green. And I'm using mixed media paper. My canvas is an 11 by 9 size canvas. And this is the problem with mixed media paper, is that it curls up sometimes, but that's it. Once you've got your whole canvas painted and it's nice and wet, we're going to take some black, straight black, and we're going to create some mounds. So your mound is going to start from about a quarter of the way down, and we're just creating some cliffs, so it's just a cliff. So 1, 2, 3, and then a middle cliff here, 4. And then on the other side, we're just going to have like 3. So 1, and the 2, and I'll just make this middle guy in the middle for this third cliff. Okay? Okay, so now we're just going to pull and sweep along the bottom. We're going to create almost like a Z. We're going to create like a Z. And I notice we have like no olive green down here, so we want to put some olive green down here. Just like that. And then take some black and create our base here. And create like a Z. Oops, that Z is not right. Z either goes this way. Thank goodness for paint being so forgiving. So again, your Z is going to go over here, some ground, right here. And then we're going to create this little Z. Like that. I think. Okay. So now we're going to create some foliage up at the top with our olive green. So take a filbert brush. This is a number 8. The larger, the better. I'm just using an 8 because my large filbert brush is covered in black right now, so it won't work very well. So let's go ahead and create some foliage off in the distance, just with some olive green only. We're just tapping that in. No specific way, just create some foliage in there. Okay. Now that our foliage is done, and I don't know if you can try to help you out with lighting there, we're going down to the bottom and we're going to create some grass like areas. So grab your green moss color, and we're just going to come in a few areas. So over here, like where our Z is, fill in those areas where the Z isn't. So you fill those in. So we're going to create some of our waterfall stuff, and then we're going to add a little bit more green on this side, about here, where our rock is going to sit. So now we're going to mix our white and our olive color right here. So the white with the olive. You just need a little bit. I'm going to create some highlights like this up in the foliage. So just up here, I'm going to create some foliage. Just a little bit. Not too crazy. Our main focus is on the waterfall. And we're also going to take that gray, oh not that gray, that olive green and white, and go across the bottom, just in those like little 3 sections, just to highlight those areas. Now I'm going to create a rock right over here. So we're going to need some burnt sienna if you have it. I don't, so I'm using red oxide. Put that down on your palette. Okay, so now we're going to take a little bit of burnt sienna, a little bit of the olive green, a little bit of black, and a little bit of white. And mix that all together to get our rock color. And then very lightly, we're just going to apply just some color to the rock. We are also going to apply that same color a little bit over here, a little bit over here for that land line, a little bit of land, and then a little bit up over here, just to indicate that it's a little bit of rock over there. I'm going to put down just a little bit of a ledge here. Probably don't need that, but I'm going to take a liner brush. I'm going to use my short liner brush, and we're just going to outline that rock just a little bit. So tap off any drips you may have, and pick up some black, and we're just going to go around the rock a little bit. Just give it some character. Okay, so now we're going to take a little burnt sienna, so that red oxide color that I have, and mix it with some white. I'm going to get this lighter color, and we're just going to, maybe a little lighter here. We're going to basically apply this to the rock. Interesting, just very light touch. This is just the way that she does it in her video, so I'm just mimicking hers. It kind of suctions to the canvas. It's kind of neat. So now I'm going to grab my number 12 dagger brush or angular brush, and we're going to start creating out those waterfalls. So go ahead and wet your brush. Tap off the excess drips. Make sure it's clean if it's not. This is going to be the waterfall, so we're going to pick up some white just on the tips of your bristles. And we're going to pull from this first mountain top that we have. And we're going to pull and fall. And pull and fall. So now we're going to do it the other way. So either, this is going to be interesting because I have to pull the brush this way. So it's going to be, let's see, it's going to be a pull and fall. Pull and fall. Oh, perfect. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to take some more white. We're drawing some more waterfalls, so tip your brush in white. We're just going to do one over here, so pull and fall. And now we're going to create a shelf-like waterfall starting from a little above the halfway mark horizontally, going down towards the rock, ending a little past this waterfall, almost directly under it. Just pull and fall. And make sure you're falling vertically, perpendicular to the paper, and you're not falling at the angle at which you're putting it, because that wouldn't be good. So now we're just going to add a little friend below him. So go ahead and dampen your bristles a little bit and pick up some more white paint. And we're going to do the same process essentially, creating that line for the waterfall. And we're not going exactly to the end, but we're just going to pull and fall, pull and fall, pull and fall. Okay, and then we're going to create some single strands. So get the tip of your brush, just the tip of it, wet, and you can pull and fall, pull and fall. You can make little single individual little waterfalls, and you can do the same out here. Making those fall nice and lovely. I can fix these ones up a little bit more. Your paintbrush a little more wet with paint. If your paint's not flowing well, I might need to dampen my brush a little. Paint is starting to get sticky. So now we're just going to add in a little guy right around here, so kind of pull and then flick out. It's kind of like a weird rogue waterfall. Maybe under this guy, under here. Then we can create another one over here, like that. So now we're going to create the undersplashed area. So get your brush wet, pick up some paint and figure out where you want your land line, which is going to be below the rock. I'm going to have it right here, and I'm just going to have it splashing upwards. I just like to have my water all messy wherever it splashes, depending on how much water is coming down. And then that's going to kind of curve around and go up over this way. So it's going to get a little messy over here. Turbid waters. Okay, and then we're going to have some splashing over here too. Don't forget. And you can take a mop brush if you want to soften this. But I don't really want to soften mine. I like the way it looks. I'm going to water down some of my water. I'm going to create just like a glaze layer so you can fill in some of the black, but not all of it. There to be some bit of water here and there. Okay, now we're going to create little waterfalls and like the landmarks. So get some more white on your brush. And we're going to paint. Let's see, we're going to have some water come out over this way. I already know that the water comes out over there. And then we're going to have it also come out over this way. This way and come out over here. We're just going to have this fall over. And then that will fall into another pool. Right here, you can add some more white to your brush, which you can fall into another layer or pool down here, and this could continue on and on forever, honestly, if you wanted it to. Okay, so the final touch will be a thin layer, almost transparent. Water between here. Okay, and so we're done. And that is how to create easy peasy waterfalls. Originally created by Joni Young art. You can search for her again on YouTube. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was useful to you in somewhat way. I try to cut it down to a very brief amount of time so that you could watch it, follow along, pause it as needed, and create your own beautiful waterfalls. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye!